All right. Let's do this. All right. So today I'm not using my my headset. Probably won't be using my headset for a little bit until I figure out an issue where what do you call it? Uh, Jesus Christ. My brain cells, bro. It's the head strap. It kind of having issues. It kind of cracked on the side of it. So I'm either gonna have to get a new head strap or something. Let's get our navs on. Or it might be a way to hack it to either way, I gotta get it fixed. And it sucks because I got eyeglass inserts coming. So I don't want to make it worse, so I'm not using it right now. What the hell? Why I want this? Why is it? There you go. It didn't want to do nothing. Let's get our emergency lights on. No mobiles. No smoking, of course. I need to get used to this too. At least it's easier for people to see what I'm doing, though. I might want to check my, I got to get back used to this part. I might need to check my audio first before I end up streaming this whole thing because I got a whole new setup. Well, I changed my whole setup. So I better make sure everything's right. I'll be pissed off. All right. That's on there. Hold on. See? Aha. See? They tried to get me. They tried to get me. Because I don't hear the music, the sound of the game. It tried. That shit's bullshit too, man. So let's get the audio from it. So let's see. Now, okay. It should come in now. Oh no. That's making a weird ass sound. Man, that shit ain't the sound. What the fuck? Bro, I'm telling you, it's never simple. It's never a simple process. So let me see. So it sounds like it's coming from my. Hold on. Maybe I'm just loud as shit. Hold on. This might be in there, but I gotta. Yeah, it's in there. Yeah, let me turn my damn volume down. 1, 2. Audio check. Audio check. Audio check. Maybe I'll put a compressor on this. That's, yeah, I'll put a compressor on it. On the little. Bring it up just a little bit. All right, we in there like swimwear. I need whoever's doing Candace Owens stuff to help me out. Boy, I want to be a co-pilot. Get a life, man. Somebody will hate it. Hater. Boy, want to be a co-pilot. Get a life, man. Hey, but no, wait. I'm actually going to start getting some flight hours in, buddy. But stop being a hater, man. Enjoy life. God damn it. You always get these trolls. These trolls. All right, so let me, because I'm trying to get it to where I can actually communicate with everybody, like on Facebook and everywhere. Streamlabs be kind of lagging on everything. All right, so let's get back to it. Let's go get our flight plan put in. Let's import it. Of course, we're using on-air company manager. Make sure all my stuff's set up right. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and import. Let's enable this in here to keep me from having to go up there all the time. Let's go ahead and let's board them up. But sometimes in this thing, it'd be so buggy. Like now, I hit it and it didn't do anything. But watch this.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Why? I didn't ask for the damn.
Boarding requested.
Yeah, let's do that. All right. Go to our routing. All right, so from Phoenix, we're about to head out of 25 right. So let's go ahead and get all this set up. Insert it. All right, Phoenix. Insert the win. All right, so we're departing from 25 right.
Fuel truck is in position.
Keynes, Welvern.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Passenger's bus is coming.
Team, I want to thank you for flying with me to Los Angeles. This is your captain, Mandrake speaking. The passengers should be boarding now. And I want you to thank them for flying with us.
Departure checks complete. Bypass pin inserted.
We're flying with African American Airlines, and let's have a good flight. Let's make sure everything's hooked up right, because if not, I'm going to be pissed.
Welcome aboard our flight to Los Angeles with African American Airlines.
Absolutely.
Appreciate your choice to fly with us today.
Absolutely.
Pleasant journey.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. I'm a nerd, bruh. I love it. All right, so we're going into 25 left in LA. 25 left. We're going to come in ILS.
Passengers boarding.
We're going Eastwood, Hollywood 1. Oh, okay, so Eastwood, Hollywood 1. All right. Let's see if we got any discontinuities. Yep, we got one right there. Let's get rid of that. Insert. All right, so that's looking great. All right. Even though we're going to check this again once we get close. Hold on, I want to go flaps 1. All right. So we're not going to approve this yet because we're going to let everything load up, right? That way we can go ahead and set everything up with On-Air Manager and get it tracking, right? So what we can do is go ahead and get the APU started. Some other things going. Get our clearance. All right, so let's get Navigraph up. Because I'm trying to do everything where every time I play, I kind of like try to figure stuff out on my own in the beginning, right? So let's get up the airport charts. Let's go ahead and get our clearance, 118.1. Phoenix clearance, requesting IFR clearance to LAX, Kingdom Heavy. Oh shit, I'm tripping. I should have brought up my Navigraph up here.
Passenger's bus is coming.
Blank paper. And I don't need to do this here because I can do it on my iPad instead, right? So let's make sure my pen is okay. All right, so we're gonna, yeah, let's get that up. Get a few blanks up. Let's check CY. Okay, so I got my audio, so. Oh shit, that's why. Hold on. Gotta turn the radio on. Get the volume up. Right? Gotta make sure the comms is right. Phoenix clearance. Request an IFR clearance to LAX, Kingdom Heavy.
I'll have your clearance in just a second. Kingdom Heavy, clear to Los Angeles via the Kings 3 departure. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 8,000. Expect flight level 38010 minutes after departure. Departure on 126.8 squawk 1734. Expect runway 25 right.
Please repeat.
Heavy cleared to Los Angeles via the Kings 3 departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain 8,000. Expect flight level 380 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 126.8, squawk 1734. Expect runway 25 right.
Cleared to LAX with a Kings 3 departure. Expect 8,000 feet, then it's filed. Expect 38,000 feet, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 126.8. Squawk 3620. Runway 25 right. I had it wrong. I know I got it wrong. Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So we got our runway clearance. 25 right. 8,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our flight to Los Angeles with American Airlines. This is Erica, your purser, along with my colleagues, John, Sarah, and Michael. We kindly ask you to take your seats according to your boarding passes and stow your hand luggage in the overhead bins or under the seats in front of you. If you need any assistance, please feel free to reach out to any.
All right. So we got our APU running. So
Fly with us today.
we're going to go ahead and do that. It's boarding passengers now. $8,000. Let's go ahead and get our stuff right. Again, we're not going to fool with the. We're not going to fool. We're not going to fool with the load until everything's done.
Passengers boarding started.
So we can actually put in the right stuff, right? What's up, man? Thanks for dropping by. Thank you, thank you. Let's bring this down a little bit. Yeah. So we can see it real good. All right, so departure frequency was (126.8). Oh, this map wrong. Oh, no, I'm in Phoenix. What the hell am I looking at? Oh, no, hell no. Phoenix to LAX. Going to 6.8. Oops. All right, so basically we're waiting for everybody to get loaded up. That might be about it right there. We're going to find out. That breaks the immersion. This door ain't even open. All right, so now you're walking in an open door. Is that it? And I can't really.
Passenger's bus is coming.
All right, there's another one coming. All right. I'm flying with one of the plane, my plane without the cabin. But the next time I'm gonna fly with the cabins. So I can't really do too much. Let's go ahead and get a side view of it. For them pulling in and out, right? And I wish they had this where I could, like my A320, I can like do everything on here. I just need to get pop out manager or something like that. Make it a little bit more fun, I guess.
Passengers boarding started.
Benoit said, just go fly for real, man. Absolutely. Hell yeah, I want to fly for real. You know what I mean? But, you know, when that time come, man. But the only thing I can fly is the DA-40. I'm like, I want to fly a real one. I can't, like what I'm flying now, 737 or something like that. You know, I wish I could start life over and go fly a big ass 737 or A350 or something. So I guess I'm just stuck doing it this way. But let's not be mean. Let's not be mean about it. You know what I mean? I'm like, let people live, man. Is that it? Tell me something good. All right. Let's see if that's it. How many left? All right, that's it. All right, let's shut some doors. All right, so once they get done with adding fuel and moving everything out my way, then we're going to go ahead and get ourselves synced up on air. Damn it. All right. So I did set up something where you guys could see on air. What the fuck? Where that cat at? Get that cat. Baby. Baby. These motherfuckers trying to treat me like Kai Sinatra around this motherfucker, man. Tell your mama go get that cat. Because I seen a mouse right there. Go get that cat. Go get that cat. Bring his ass upstairs right now. The hell? Boy done got cold and warm. These little bastards, man, done find a way in my motherfucking house. The motherfucker gonna die. I bought a cat just for that motherfucker. Where the cat? Go get you. Tell mommy get that cat. Yeah, motherfucker. Huh? Mom's getting the cat? Man, I will pause this motherfucker just to go get this cat, bro. This motherfucker gotta go. All right, what the fuck was I doing? Hey, babe. Right over here. If you bring the cat and the cat, nobody know where the cat is. Make sure they ain't locked him up in that room nowhere. He's trapped in here somewhere. All right. What the fuck was I doing? Motherfucking cat better put in work, man. Like, kind of you earn his keep. You found the cat? Okay, sit him in here. He's in here, cat. Come on. No, don't go that way. Hey, keep him in here and play with him, Samari. Huh? Because he ran over there somewhere. It ran over there somewhere. It's okay, cat. You can get him. Stay in here. Put him over there. Put him over there somewhere. It's over there. Maybe it'll start running or something. And he'll find it. Come here, kitty. This motherfucker, man, boy. Man, this motherfucking cat better get this motherfucking mouse. Oops, sorry for cussing, Samaria. It's in here, cat. Find it. Talking about the cat. I want the cat to find that fucking mouse. Yeah, the cat's in here. But he don't want to be in here right now. I know. Put him down. Put him down. Come on, man. Be a killer. Go get him, cat. Yeah. Sit right there. Lay right there, cat. Lay right there, baby. Huh? Stay in here. Good cat. Good cat. Huh? All right. Okay. Let the cat, he's up. So go ahead. Because I'm streaming. And I want the cat. As long as the cat's upstairs, that damn thing is going to fucking run past here. Oops, sorry, run past here. All right. You good. And this cat better, man. All right. Bro, man, this cat better earn his keep. I ain't got time for it. For real. Like, this is not no damn zoo. All right, so where did I leave off at, man? Because my flight is going to be late as hell now. All right. All right, so we're ready for pushback. Turn beacon light on. Phoenix ground. Requesting pushback and start up. Kingdom heavy.
Kingdom heavy, contact ground on 119.75 for pushback and startup.
119. It says 75. Is that what he said? I hope so. Ah, I want to get it up here. Right. Bro. Okay. There we go. Phoenix ground, requesting pushback and startup. Kingdom heavy.
Kingdom Heavy Heavy, pushback and start approved, tail south.
Huh? Pushback approved. Face south. I think that's what she said. All right, so all right. Low sheet. Man, come on, bro. I want that damn cat to get this down. Bro, what is... I'm ready to go. All right, GSX. Bro, I'm gonna take this off of this because this just breaks the immersion for me, bro, doing it that way. Let's go ahead and waiting for other services to complete boarding. What? Oh, come on. Huh? What'd you say? What happened, Samaria? Let's not forget I'm streaming. Yeah. I said, let's not forget I'm streaming. What is going on with this, man? Is that the problem? I done shut some shit? So one's closing and the other one's opening. Okay. Just trust the process. Still saying baggage loading at 50%. Let me go to just complete. Let's see. Complete. Boarding complete. All right. Like, I like to not break the immersion. You know? Go 10. All right. So I'm going to show y'all with on-air manager, company manager, what be the issue. And they really need to do better at this for real. Like, all right, let me see if y'all can see that. No, you can't. Hold on. So, window capture. All right, there we go. All right, so this is where the tracking has to be, right? But this shit don't get it right all the time. And it kind of pisses me off because it's not really synced up. You got to go in here. Like if I click it now, it's going to say it's wrong. Let me click it now. Right? So I got to add 37.5 kgs to that. And I had to add, I'm always safe putting it at 210,000 gallons. I mean, I put the payload as that, right? So even I just don't understand this shit, but I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. So now let me shrink this a little bit so you can see what I'm doing too at the same time. All right. All right. So now, shit, what did I say it needed? I lost my damn mind already. 37.5. So I'm gonna put 37,500. 7. And this won't even work unless I put the 210 at the top. I gotta always make the payload higher too. Oop, that's only 20 something thousand. Let's add one more zero to that. Or that's gonna be a problem. Set. All right. So now it should track. Now it's tracking. No problem. Right? To me, I just think that's stupid. Like it's not really synced in good like it could be, right? All right. So now that we got that in there, now we can go ahead and get our pushback going. Let's make sure they're ready to push back. Let's take this shit off. Because, again, this don't pop up the way it should neither. All right. For cargo. Nose left. And I'm not hearing GSX. And I'm wondering why. Audio. What's up, mama? Mm-hmm. Huh? Hold on real quick. Yo. All right, so. All right. Is this door gonna shut or what? The shuttle shut? All right. This game could be buggy for sure, bro. Like, why ain't this showing closed? Like, what else could be going on? Bro. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Parking brakes, please.
All right. Thank you. Bro. That's what I'm saying. I done interrupted the fucking pushback. All right, so let's get another pushback going.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground services.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, who feels my pain when it comes to this damn game?
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Finally, it's talking too. Shit. We got to get to LA, man. What you waiting on?
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Yeah, man, get to work. This girl can't play Roblox without doing all that damn yelling. Oh, let's wait for that. Oh, shit. Let me go ahead and get my performance done. Oh, let me load sheet. No, take off because everything's changed now. Nose left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Hold on, little buddy. All right. All right. And let's get our new plan over there. All right.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Engine 2. Yeah.
Cabin attendants, arm doors and cross-check. Welcome aboard our flight to Los Angeles with an estimated flight time of 65 minutes. Please pay close attention to the upcoming safety demonstration,
Come here.
as it contains
Come here.
important information
Pull your shirt up.
for frequent flyers.
Make sure your shirt's up, please.
Fasten your seatbelts by inserting the metal tip into
All right. See if my white pen fell down there. It's a white pen.
must be fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. Please return your
It's a white pen down there.
to the upright position and open your window blinds for takeoff.
Did you look under it?
Mobile phones and
Look between this.
must be
This right here.
and larger devices should be securely stowed during
Nothing?
and landing.
Oh,
Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes are prohibited.
it's there. It fell down.
Please set parking brakes.
Oxygen masks will drop automatically if
Huh?
required. Pull the mask down.
It fell down there somewhere.
Breathe normally. Secure your own
It ain't about to move right now, so
life vests are located
you see
in
it?
your seat. Push it
Wait,
on
which
fast.
It fell up under me.
Activate it only after leaving the aircraft. Floor level
Huh?
lighting will guide you to the nearest exit, which
Don't
may
forget
be
it's yeah.
behind and follow crew instructions.
Oh man. All right. Number two.
Electronic
Number
device
one.
gets hot or catches fire. Inform a crew
Huh?
member immediately.
It literally fell like down here.
Thank you for your attention.
Yes. This is my life, bro. All right. Set up my feet.
Not seeing it.
All right. I'm gonna put this on pause. Not the game, but I mean not the stream. Watch out, Samir. I can't see. I'm gonna pause motion real quick. All right. I'm gonna get up and try to find it. That's what I'm saying. People that watch my streams be like, man, this motherfucker, he always got something going on. Like, where that damn pen go? Did it fall under here? Bro, that's nuts. Hopefully it didn't fall in this motherfucker. That's why I paused it. Bro, this damn thing done. Yeah. Is it a mouse ping on it? Sorry, watch out, please. Found it. A girl twerking live on stream. Throwing that ass in a circle. Found it. Y'all need to send me some money for that.
You said you was pausing it.
I said I didn't pausing the stream. I was pausing the
So
motion.
that's why I really
Yeah.
started getting into it.
Y'all need to send me some money. My girl twerking that ass in the circle. Huh?
My bad, my guy.
No. Man, I done had a mouse running here. Something better go viral. Either my girl's ass or that damn mouse. One of the two. Kaiser and I can do it. I should be able to do it too, goddammit. Oh shit, hold on. Wait a minute. Huh? Where the hell? Where did we put the pin at? No, you ain't hand me the pin. Oh yeah, you did. It's right here. All right, yeah. Joe Biden, baby. Joe Biden. I got the Joe Biden disease. All right, let's resume motion. We're going to get to LA eventually, guys. Rain, hail, sleet, or snow. All right. Okay. So, yeah, where are we? Good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
You can disconnect. Huh? Look at that shit. Huh? They done pushed me back into the damn building. Look at that. I'll be lucky this damn thing don't crash, man, because that's what it'll do. It'll push you back on some shit. The next thing you know, the game crash you as soon as you try to take off.
But I said I'm about to play the game.
Okay.
You need anything, water or coffee?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you some more lemons in the morning. I don't feel like going back.
Lemons. All right. All right. All right. So,
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
what do you mean my nabs ain't?
Left is
Oh, hell no. I got to sit here and fucking wait. Bro, that's what I'm saying, man. Shit is just not working right for me right now. All right, let's go ahead and set up. Let's check flight controls real quick.
Phoenix ground, good evening, American 1817. Request push to start, gate altitude.
American 1817, push and start approved, tail south.
Push to start approved, tail south, American 1817.
I could have sworn I hit that shit, bro. And I don't even know how to fix that. We're gonna learn something today. How the hell do I align it though? Position update. What does that do? So how do I get that? Because all I got to do is put that in 3326. I can't like put it in there. Can't like restart the shit. I'm gonna learn what it's like to fly without it. That's for damn sure. It says insert nav IR not aligned, position missing. Enter motherfucker. We gonna fly without it. I'm like, I don't see why we need 3 anyway, right? Yep. Fuck it. Thug life. All right. So let's go ahead and Phoenix ground. Requesting taxi to runway 25 right. Kingdom Heavy.
Kingdom Heavy Heavy, runway 25 right taxi via Zulu, Charlie Romeo, Echo 13.
Please repeat.
Kingdom Heavy Heavy, runway 25 right taxi via Zulu, Charlie Romeo, Echo 13.
Runway 25 right. Via Zulu, Charlie, Echo, runway 13. Kingdom Heavy. What the fuck? Zulu, Charlie. Zulu, Charlie.
American 1817, runway 25 right taxi via Charlie Romeo, Echo 13.
Is they talking to me again? Oh.
Via Charlie Romeo, Echo 13, American 1817.
Where the fuck is Echo at? This is B13. Okay, Echo 13. Okay, R13. That's where that is. Okay, got you. Okay, so it's the longest flight for no damn reason. Okay, Zulu, Charlie. All right, let's get the hell up out of here. Watch for the Terrys. Make sure no Terrys are trying to come up in here. Right? All right, so my ADS is fine now. RTO on our brakes. Flaps. Takeoff ready. All right, I'm streaming some area. What do you want? You need to get ready for bed. That's what you need to do. Damn it. Unplug my shit, bro. This should be hard work, man. I don't care what nobody say. This right here ain't gonna charge my shit up, I don't think. We'll see. No, it says not charging. Son of a bitch, man. What's this plug? I'll check this one. See if this might power it up. That's what happens when you switch out, you doing your system. Nope. Fuck. We're gonna bust his ass. Let's see. Yes. But doing this shit, it'll make it when you're all set up, you always will be. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to go through the shits. And then I'm showing y'all the shit you're going to have to go through fucking owning one of these motherfuckers, man. Fucking with a PC, man. Shit's crazy. Ah, my old ass. Ah. Okay. Shit's hard work. All right, so Zulu, first place. Then Charlie. What? I done passed Charlie, bro. I'm all at Bravo and shit. We're going to follow the rules. We're going to get back. We're going to get back to where we're supposed to be. It's weird playing VR and then coming back to this shit. It's clearer though, you know what I mean? But VR is clear and clear enough, and then you feel like you're in the actual cockpit. But either way, however you like to play, it's gonna be good regardless. It's all about preference. Let's see if I can pull this off while doing this. Get some cinematic footage. This shit'll throw your ass off though. Ah! Oh. Oh shit. What's that? My right? Yeah. I should have played with your brain, bro. Hopefully we don't run into no plane. Oh, come on. No, don't do that. I'm watching my position on my map though. Come on. Look. All right. So we up here. All right. So we're pulling up to Romeo 13. Come on. Give us some frequencies, please. Oh, this is 13 right here. So we need to get all the tower. One 120.9.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 25 right, southwest tree 078.
Phoenix Tower. Requesting departure from runway 25 right. Kingdom Heavy.
Heavy, runway 25 right, winds 270 at 10. RNAV Wilco, cleared for takeoff.
RNAV Wilco, clear for takeoff, runway 25 right. Kingdom Heavy. Team, please be seated for takeoff.
Copy, Captain. Cabin is secure, and crew are taking seats now.
Approaching runway 26.
Runway 26. Oh, bro. I am tripping. Did they just clear me? Hold on. Oh, no. Shit.
Southwest tree 078, contact Phoenix departure on 12 tree decimal 7. Good day. Phoenix Tower, Southwest tree 275 ready for IFR departure, runway 25 right. Southwest tree 275, altimeter 2989er. Cleared for takeoff, runway 25 right.
Oh, bro, we gotta do this shit right. I know all my people just like, we'll never fly with this fucker again. That's a glitch. See, honey, this is what happens when you buy cheap tickets. We already got clearance, so we just hauling ass from here. All right, we're going to do our config test. All right.
1, runway 25, right, remaining 9,900 feet.
Rotate. Flaps. Autopilot. Climb. All right, so we're in there. I forgot we can use this now. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Now, wait a minute. Told me after 10 minutes, I ain't even set the damn timer. Okay, we got 8,000. Once we get at 8,000, that's our departure frequency, I believe. One two 6.8, I believe, is that. Phoenix departure at 8,000 feet. Mandrake heavy.
Mandrake Kingdom, heavy, heavy. Phoenix departure. I'm not seeing your transponder. Confirm squawking 1734.
Oh,
See ident one more time for me.
shit. I didn't set my squawk. Please repeat squawk code.
Kingdom, heavy, heavy. Phoenix departure. I am not seeing your transponder. Confirm squawking 1734. Mode C ident one more time for me.
Squawk identified. Finish departure at 8,000 feet. Kingdom heavy.
Kingdom, heavy, heavy. Contact Luke approach on 125.45.
125. Contact who? Contact Luke approach on 125.45. Luke approach at 8,000 feet. Mandrake heavy.
Mandrake Kingdom, heavy, heavy. Luke approach. Good evening. Goodyear altimeter 2988.
All right, we're at 2988. We got a little turbulence. We got a little little bit of turb. All right, so I guess we're waiting. Why are we waiting? I don't know. Let's try again. One, two, 5, 4, 5. Just to make sure it's in here too. Luke approach at 8,000 feet. Kingdom heavy.
Kingdom,
Maintain 8,000. So are we taking Wilburn? Let's see. Keynes 3. Okay, yeah, we're taking Wilburn. So when we get up here, they're going to be asking me to get up to 18,000 feet.
Kingdom Heavy, climb and maintain flight level 260.
Oh, 260? Climb and maintain flight level 260, Kingdom Heavy.
Since we're in the skies near Tonopah, Arizona, let me tell you about the closest airstrip, Waltonberry Field Ultralight Port. This little gem is a private-use ultralight airport, which means it's mainly used by aviation enthusiasts who love flying lightweight, single-seat aircraft. Ultralight flying is all about the pure joy of flight. Think of it as the motorcycle of the skies. The field itself is a testament to the spirit of grassroots aviation, where pilots gather for everything from casual flights to small fly-ins. It's not uncommon for folks here to swap stories about their latest aerial adventures or even debate which desert sunrise was the most spectacular.
Dear guests, we are now
Climb and maintain flight level 280, Kingdom Heavy.
electronic devices is permitted in flight mode. Our cabin service will begin shortly. Thank you for choosing African American Airlines.
Ah. What's up, everybody? Talk to me, man. I'm here. I got it to where I could I got a stream chat. It'll show the chat or whatever. If you guys want to communicate. I'm here too, man.
Climb and maintain flight level 320.
Climb and maintain flight level 320, Kingdom Heavy. I think I'm starting to like say intentions ATC better than beyond ATC. I ain't gonna even lie. I just feel like it's more, I don't know. It just seems better. But I don't want to start a, you know, iPhone versus Android argument. You know what I mean?
Contact Albuquerque Center on 126.45.
Contact Albuquerque Center on 126.45. Kingdom Heavy. Why was I not typing in? Little bruh. What's on the news? Well, Trump is fucking up everything, man. I'm just saying. Damn, multiple survived plane crash on busy Phoenix Road. Damn, that's where I'm going right now.
Phoenix tonight, a plane crashes onto a busy street.
So I just left Phoenix.
This afternoon near 7th Street and Missouri.
And by all accounts, they could have been much worse. Megan Spector joins us live with the latest tonight.
Dang.
Still see the scene behind you and a growing crowd of people. Tell us what
they landed on the street.
We now have multiple tow trucks here getting ready to get this plane off of the street. But the fire captain described this crash as a miracle, and he said that for multiple reasons. For one, there were 3 people on this plane. Everyone walked away without severe injury.
Damn.
Another reason, this street is normally filled with cars, pedestrians, bikers. Of course, there's also restaurants and apartments on both sides of 7th Street. So the fact that this plane was able to land without hitting any cars.
Damn. The gears all bent up and everything.
The fire department was able to shut that off quickly.
My man sitting there like, I'm just glad to be alive. Looking at us.
Was that like a plane finna crash? I'm looking at it in slow motion falling. Like as it's falling, I'm like, it landed kind of perfect. So I'm like, wow, that is crazy. Nobody did get hurt. But then we run over there.
That's crazy.
Perfectly fine. So then something just gave me like the chills in my body. I'm like, I just gotta hug him. So I just hugged him. And I was like, you good? And he's like, I'm great.
Bam.
Have your live giving you another look at this tow truck that is about to.
I can't believe that happened. Let's see where we at.
plane crash. That's part of the ongoing investigation.
Right. So
but
we
we're
ain't
waiting
supposed to
hear more from Ryan
contact them
actually.
until
Hey, Megan,
we get all the way up
point of
there.
view, tell how much damage, if any, was done to the plane?
Let's get some other.
You can't see much damage. We did see what looked like the wheels being in a position where, to my understanding, the wheels shouldn't have been. However, it does just look like a plane that landed right on the side of the road, and it's pretty miraculous, I guess is the word we're using.
That's crazy.
Okay.
What you talking about, Tucker Carlson? You spitting facts?
Donald Trump not to go to war with Iran. You met him 3 times in the run-up to February the 28th, and you spoke to him on the phone multiple times. Donald Trump now says because of this action that he has taken, the US and the American people are safer. Is he wrong?
Well, of course, that's an absurd statement. He doesn't believe it, I don't think. No, of course not. I mean, we were told after the 12-day war in June that the United States had eliminated Iran's nuclear program, and then we were told in February that somehow that nuclear program had not only been resurrected, but it had been paired with ICBMs that could threaten continental United States. I mean, the whole thing is a fantasy. The United States went to war in Iran in order to effect regime change, to throw out the people who ran the country and collapse it at the behest and then the demand of Israel. And that's a demand the Israelis have made of the U.S. government for decades, and President Trump fell for it, did it. And I think he recognized immediately that it
You got a little ghosting going on.
To extricate yourself from this once.
I thought they solved that.
And I think the net effect,
oh shit, look at this.
Said this, is at best to
it's a bird.
Regime in place,
it's a plane.
Give that regime control over
that's my ass.
Commodities that flow through the straits at the eastern end of the Persian Gulf. In effect, to make Iran much more powerful than it was on February 27th.
Right, on that subject of being more powerful, I mean, you will know that the president has said, because of me, Iran will now never have a nuclear weapon. There will be no enrichment of uranium, and we will dig up and remove all the deeply buried nuclear dust. Pete Hegseth said epic fury has decimated Iran's military and rendered it combat ineffective for years to come. You don't believe that? They're lying?
Well, of course, it's not true. And it also reflects a fundamental misunderstanding of Iran's power. Iran is not primarily a military power, though it's turned out to be much more effective than anyone thought. Iran is an economic power. Iran has the power to halt a critical supply chain, maybe the single most critical supply chain in the global economy, which is shipping out of the Persian Gulf. And it retains that power because of its geography. And it's always had that power, just hasn't exercised it until now. And so not understanding that allows you to enter into an engagement like this with the belief that you can beat them, sink their navy, destroy their air force, degrade their missile capacity, and you will somehow win. But of course, the opposite is true. There is no way out at this point from that fundamental reality. If the United States were to eliminate the central government in Tehran, it wouldn't open the strait. The strait could be closed by piracy. In fact, you need a central government in Tehran to keep the strait open. And we know that from the Houthis, who were able to close the Red Sea. And years,
man, I gotta go back to work.
With the states, briefly with the United States, have not ended the Houthis' ability to close access to the Red Sea. They have it as of right now. So this is an asymmetrical problem. Doesn't matter how many aircraft carriers you have, you still can't prevent other people, your enemies in this case, from closing shipping lanes. It can be done with mines. Like this whole thing, this whole problem is very easy to understand, and you would have to be either not very bright or under immense pressure from another country in order to start a war like this. And the latter is true. We did this because of pressure from Israel. Now, how exactly did they exert that pressure? That's not entirely clear, but we're going to have to find out. I think we have an obligation to find out, because we can't be a sovereign country under these circumstances, and we're not a sovereign country at this point.
And obviously Donald Trump would push right back on that. And you have been, until now really, a huge supporter of his. You wanted him elected, obviously, for a second term. Have you completely fallen out with him over this war then?
I haven't fallen out with him. I mean, I've known him for decades. I've always liked him.
And I think anyone who spends time likes him. I feel sorry for him.
Some carrots.
He's not free.
And rent
at all to do what he thinks is best for himself and his country.
What do you mean?
No, he's not free. We did that yesterday when Donald Trump announced a ceasefire, clearly with relief, and made its terms, or most of its terms.
Prayer hands.
And that ceasefire ended within 2 hours because Israel intentionally violated the terms by attacking not just southern Lebanon, but the city.
So are you saying he's a slave to
have a minute?
I don't think it's as simple as he's under the control of Netanyahu.
No rush.
You could summarize it that way and you wouldn't be totally inaccurate. And again, we know this because the single biggest mistake Trump or any American president of my lifetime has made was going to war with Iran in an effort to change its regime. It didn't work. It was obviously a mistake immediately. Trump understood it was a mistake immediately. And he tried to get out of it this week and announced we were getting out of it, and the Israelis prevented us from getting out of it. So that's the clearest possible example.
Right.
They didn't allow it, therefore they're in charge.
You will know that people, including the Vice President, J.D. Vance, say things like, look, ceasefires are always messy to start with, give it a few days, it'll settle down. Let me move on, because I want to ask you about the British president was criticised by the U.S. president.
Can I get some ass, too?
Do you think Keir Starmer has made the right calls in this war?
I don't think Keir Starmer makes any calls about anything.
We are so giving.
No, Keir Starmer is every bit as enslaved as Donald Trump is. It is illegal. It is a crime for which you can be arrested in Britain right now, criticizing Israel. You say you're for Palestine action, you can be arrested. A lot of people have been arrested. So in other words, it is not legal in Britain to criticize another country. And that tells you about Britain's sovereignty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Its prime minister has no sovereignty.
Mr. Colson, that is not true. And in terms of this war, I'm specifically asking...
I'm sorry, what is not true about that? Have people not been arrested in Britain for criticizing Israel? They certainly have been. There's videotape of it.
If I may, Palestine Action is a proscribed group. It is banned. Therefore, people have been.
Why is it banned?
That is correct.
Why is it banned?
I'm asking you a question specifically about Keir Starmer's decisions
the Israeli government wanted it banned.
And you will know that on February the 28th, if I may, on February the 28th, which was the day the US launched its action, the British Prime Minister told the country that he was not joining with the US. It was illegal and that there was no viable plan. So clearly he made a sovereign decision, which he said was in the interests of the country. And I'm asking...
Throw that ass in the circle again, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Any government that bans criticism of a foreign government is not sovereign. The British government has banned criticism of Israel, therefore it's not sovereign. It's acting on behalf of another country to the detriment of its own citizens. So let's just be really clear about that.
The British government has not banned criticism of the Israeli government.
It certainly has, by banning Palestine Action, which has nothing to do with Britain at all, or its critical interests at all. I often criticize Britain, but I love Britain. And as I said, I have family there. And
I don't like how Britain did my man Yeezy.
They've been shafted by the United States. And I am ashamed of that. And I hope that we will.
I'm ashamed of you, Britain.
Rectify it. I know that Keir Starmer.
He's the greatest artist of all time.
To do anything about it, which is sad to see. The debasement of the country is sad.
Shut down.
But I hope that our next president strikes a far more conciliatory and cooperative tone with Britain and tries to help Britain, because it has a lot of problems that will be very obvious by the next time there's a presidential election in my country.
You have said that you have been called anti-Semitic because of your opposition to the US joining Israel in fighting this war.
Yes.
In March, senior Republican Senator Ted Cruz said anti-Semitism is being spread
to this matter.
It's consequential of who is Tucker Carlson. Republican Congressman Randy Fine called you the most dangerous anti-Semite in America. What do you say?
Anti-Semite.
Of course I'm not an anti-Semite, and that's why they're calling me. Because my position on Israel has nothing to do with the religion or ethnicity of Israelis. It has everything to do with decisions made by its government.
Absolutely.
And for my country. And so in order to avoid having that debate, the fastest and most expedient way to end it is by calling the person trying to raise it a bigot. And I just don't think that works anymore.
Nope. Sure doesn't,
what
Tucker.
In politics and in life is what you do. I think anti-Semitism and racism of all kinds, including anti-white racism.
You can't be called an anti-Semite if the people over there are really from Poland and they're not Semitic.
In politics is what you do. You have
Semitics are African.
Do you know, said Hitler.
Kanye was right.
It's awesome. Hitler was right. The Holocaust didn't happen. And said on his podcast,
them people are from
view, Jewish people are the problem.
Gaza,
Israel,
Gaza, whatever the hell.
I know you've said you've had him on because you
disagree.
Poland.
Right. Do you have concerns that broadcasting Nazi-loving, Holocaust-denying guests to your audience and potentially mainstreaming and normalizing those views is an issue?
Look, I said that I disagreed with Fuentes on those questions.
Don't nobody like Hitler because Hitler is just racist with everybody. That's I still can't say. He must knew something about these damn Poland people. He must have knew something because right now they're tearing everybody's asses up. They're like Satanists. So I don't know. We might need to revisit and see if they're lying to us or not about.
Do you think Fuentes is anti?
No, Hitler was an asshole. I'll just leave it like that. He hated everybody.
I said that to
but
him, and I said I oppose it.
I'm like, you don't know what these people could have lied and told us and got us all thinking. I'm not a Holocaust denier. I'm just saying, you know, let me just call these people. At flight level 320, Kingdom Heavy.
Public life.
Can I ask you what you thought when you read Donald Trump's post on Tuesday in which he said,
"Good evening.
Tonight."
It's horrified. And I was, look, as I've said, I don't think that Trump, I continue to like. I don't think that Trump is in control. I don't think Trump is making these decisions. I know he's not because I was present in the run-up to this. He's not making these decisions, and I feel sorry for him, as I've said. But more than Trump, anything to do with him or his future, is the effect on my country. Our leaders should not talk like that. They shouldn't. Our conflict is not with another civilization or another religion. It's with governments.
A duck is a duck.
Things that we don't like that are bad for us, and we have conflict over that.
And Trump's been quacking.
Shouldn't. That's immoral. What does that even mean? Does that include the children?
Contact Los Angeles Center on 126.35 Kingdom Heavy.
This is what Donald Trump does. For years, this is what Donald Trump does. He uses extreme language to put pressure on to get some sort of concession.
I mean, there are two levels on which to assess this. One, the practical. Second, the moral. As a practical matter, did it work? Is the Strait open this morning? No, it's not. So it didn't work, okay? Its only effect likely is to engender a generational conflict with another civilization, another religion, another part of the world. How is that good for my grandchildren? Probably not. So practically, it doesn't work.
Okay.
And morally, the words you use matter, and the more power you have, the more they matter. And so to declare war on a civilization in my name is just not acceptable. Doesn't mean I hate Trump. It means that's disgusting and wrong and hurts my country, and my obligation is to stand up and say so.
You've claimed a couple of times in our conversation that Donald Trump is not in control. Many Democrats, and also some on the right, former Trump allies, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, are now calling for the president's removal, with some citing the 25th Amendment, which allows the vice president and the cabinet to declare that the president is no longer able to do the job. Do you want to see him removed?
Yes, get his ass out of here. But I think I'm worried about J.D. Vance, because that motherfucker might be the devil behind the demon.
Since 1963 have done substantially what Israel wanted us to do. And now it's really
I need to make my stuff a little bit less aggressive.
Because it's not worth the fight. But now I see our country, its economy, its understanding of itself, in the process of being destroyed because our leaders, and not just our president, our entire Congress, many of our governors, did the bidding of a foreign power. And so the problem is not simply Trump. The problem is the mechanism of control that allows a country of 9 million to control a country of 350 million.
So now I made it.
What is that mechanism?
Move too slow.
We need to find out what that is.
Well, as you know, it's Commander-in-Chief.
I got to find that right quick.
Benjamin Netanyahu, Barack Obama, other presidents have. Joe Biden, Barack Obama.
you're absolutely right. And I made that point. And you're absolutely right, they did. And I wish our president had. But he didn't.
So it's not the system.
And he went into a war. Well, it is the system.
All right, we're getting close to our top of descent.
The last president financed the Gaza genocide. The president before him, same thing.
You've said a couple of times in this interview that you really like Donald Trump. In March, you said you'll always love President Trump, no matter what he says about you. On Thursday, he called you low IQ, a nut job, a fool.
Ireland.
Also, he suggested you should see a good psychiatrist. Are you going to continue to love him?
As I've said, I feel sorry for him as I do for all slaves, but I will always like him. I will say Trump is one of the funniest people I've ever met. I feel sorry for him. I think he has some great qualities. I've certainly spent a lot of time with him, and I will always like him. If he called me now, I'd take the call. I don't want anything from him.
Well, he says he said you're always calling him, and he doesn't pick up anymore.
Yeah, no, I think that's not true. You can check my phone records, but I'm sure NSA already is. I'm not defensive about it.
What do the splits in the MAGA movement that we see now, the Trump allies like yourself, on the front foot, criticising the president and the action he's taken, what do they mean for the future of MAGA?
I think MAGA as a movement was never clearly defined, probably for a reason. There was no real platform in the Republican convention in 2024. That was, of course, by design. And so I think the movement is whatever Donald Trump says it is. I think that's the definition. I don't know another. He turns 80 in June. So this is not a movement that's going to, persist through the generations, I wouldn't think, since it's based on one man. But the idea that the U.S. government should act in the interest of its own population, or that any government should act in the interest of its own population, is a kind of core tenet of democracy. In fact, that's the definition of democracy. The people rule. And I think that will long outlive all of us, I hope, because it's the only form of government that makes inherent sense.
I wanted to ask you about the Melania Trump press conference, very unusual, where she denied connections to Jeffrey Epstein and said that any claims linking her and him need to end today. What do you think is going on there?
Strictly speaking, I don't know what's going on there. I know the White House...
I'll take a hot coffee, and thank you, Erica.
So it's one of two possibilities. Either she was reading speculation about her relationship with Epstein on the internet, and she was upset and wanted to clear her name, which is totally possible. Or there was something else going on. So the Israeli government has a long and well-documented track record of using sex scandal or the appearance of scandal to force American political leaders into doing its bidding. You hope it
Los Angeles Center.
But I did notice
requesting descent to
that press conference,
flight level
alleging some connection between
267,
Epstein.
Kingdom Heavy.
Obviously hurtful to her and embarrassing to the first family. So I don't know if there's any kind of connection, but I do know, once again, is a fact that sex scandals are used, probably not just by the Israeli government, probably lots of foreign governments. It's not just the Israelis. I just want to be clear.
I mean, I am going to point out, I probably don't need to because our audience can see and hear for themselves. Pretty much everything that you've said in our conversation, Tucker Carlson, you have put at the door of the Israeli government. Now, to some people, that will be evidence that you are anti-Semitic. You are anti-Jewish.
Oh, I know. I'm very anti-Semitic and anti-Jewish. Well, first of all, the state of Israel does not speak for all Jews at all, despite its claims. It does not. There are many, many Jews, many of whom I know, who don't think the Israeli government...
Thank you, Erica. You're awesome.
No,
I'm speaking of the government, not religion. Hold on.
I wasn't suggesting that. What I was suggesting was that a lot of the
I've been in this business longer than you, and I understand what a slur looks like. And you're attempting to call me an anti-Semite in a passive-aggressive way. Some people would say that. Well, I'm responding to your slur and saying that it's untrue. It does not apply to me. Doubtless there are anti-Semites who don't like Israel. I'm not an anti-Semite. I don't hate Israel. The Israeli government, this is documented, and I saw it personally, steered the United States into a war that hurts the United States and the world. I'm offended by that. I didn't want it, and I'm mad about it now. I have every right to feel that way. That does not make me an anti-Semite, despite your insinuation.
That's right, Tucker.
It's important that I say that. And by the way, I hope that you run this. I can't control whether or not you air this exchange. I hope that you will. Because I think it's important to push back against slurs like that.
That's right, Tucker.
Limit ability to understand what's actually happening. This is not an attack by Jews on the United States. This is Benjamin Netanyahu moving the United States to do something he thinks will benefit him, but that does not benefit.
What's up, team?
Tucker Carlson, thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Maybe I can have one just like that.
And so the United States has to, and hopefully the first thing we do when and if this war is resolved, is detach from Israel, not declare war on Israel or
Los Angeles Center at flight level 267,
as they have before.
Kingdom Heavy.
When they tried to sink the USS Liberty, an American naval vessel, a surveillance vessel, they treated us as an enemy. We don't have to treat them as an enemy, however, and we shouldn't. But we should treat
maintain flight level 267
as an ally, but with restrictions and reservations and red lines. No, you can't act against our interest. And this distancing should begin with a total end of aid of any kind, military or economic, to Israel.
Tucker Carlson offered a scathing rebuke of the U.S. alliance with Israel now that it's become abundantly clear that Israel is the biggest obstacle to peace in the Middle East, including a temporary two-week ceasefire, which Trump had announced earlier this week.
Question descent to flight level 218.
The crap out of Lebanon. Now, Tucker Carlson also called for an end to all aid to Israel. We're going to get back to that in just a second. Cenk, your 2 cents before we get into it.
Yeah, as you're going to see in this story, Israel is obviously the one that's been dragging us into all these.
Send a flight level 218, Kingdom Heavy.
And costing us our allies. And as you'll see later in the program, they're even going to try to end our NATO alliance. But I love that we started this Not Another Dollar campaign right here on the Young Turks in a thing called Operation Hope. And I talked to Tucker Carlson about it, and here we are. He's saying the same thing. Ro Khanna now is saying the same thing. So when you can, please go to notanotherdollar.com and sign that pledge to never vote for anyone who gives another dollar to Israel and get the whole country on board with this. And tell us the details.
Well, the real question that we're grappling with right now is whether or not the ceasefire, that 2-week ceasefire, is even in place at this moment. Now, the ceasefire was stipulated on Iran opening the Strait of Hormuz, but the Strait of Hormuz has not been opened. Iran had very temporarily opened it and then immediately shut it down again, following word that Israel
Los Angeles Center
bombed Lebanon
requesting descent to flight level 128,
so they dropped over 100
Kingdom Heavy
in a 10-minute time span, killing 254 people, mostly civilians, all civilians. Actually, I haven't heard a single report of a Hezbollah militant being targeted or killed as a result of those attacks. Now, after Israel carried out these strikes against Lebanon,
descend and maintain flight level 128, Kingdom Heavy.
Came out, and the president of Iran, Masoud Pezeshkian, said that the upcoming negotiations that Iran is supposed to have with the United States would be meaningless if the ceasefire has no impact on Lebanon. And more importantly, he says that the strikes on Lebanon already have made these negotiations meaningless, although the negotiations will take place this weekend on Saturday. Now, he says that he will not abandon the Lebanese people. The president of Iran and other high-level figures within Iran have said similar things. In an interview with NBC News, though, Trump says that he told Netanyahu to chill out with the bombing of innocent people. But the Israelis weren't told to stop. So I'll give you the exact statement. This is what Trump told NBC News. I spoke with Bibi, and he's going to low-key it. This is the president of the United States. Further, he says, I just think we have to be sort of a little more low-key. By the way, Vance, speaking to reporters in Hungary on Wednesday, used similar rhetoric, saying the Israelis may check themselves a little bit in the assault on Lebanon. But since then, of course, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu came out and said, no, there is no ceasefire, full steam ahead. full speed ahead, I should say. Total clown show. Now, why is Israel calling the shots here? And that's a really important question that everyone in the United States should be asking. Luckily, we have some figures on the right who have been asking this question, including Tucker Carlson. Take a look.
So apparently, getting Israel under control so the United States could save its economy and the lives of its troops was not even on the table. But the one thing we know we're not going to do
send
is tell the Israelis
via Hollywood 1 to 4,000 eastward transition into Los Angeles. Altimeter 297.
Israel
Kingdom Heavy.
Why is that the one thing that's never on the table? That's the question. It's the question that Joe Kent, one of the top
contact SoCal approach on 1243. Kingdom Heavy.
We got into this war at the urging of another country, Israel. The war did not go well. Now we can't get out of the war because of the behavior of that same country, Israel. Why?
I think that that's an important question to ask, Cenk. And, you know, it's a question that should have been asked a long time ago. But I guess one of the silver linings, for lack of a better phrase, of the Trump administration is that I don't think he has the capacity to hide things, right? He's a blunt instrument and he just says out loud things that typically aren't said out loud. So as a result, I think more Americans are privy to the malignant relationship that the United States has with Israel. And I say that because Israel drives us into wars. Israel sucks up our resources. As you heard Tucker say earlier, they're really not a friend or an ally when in the past they intentionally targeted American troops and killed them. USS Liberty is just one example. But another example would be the Americans who have been killed in the West Bank in recent years by Israeli settlers. Not a word from members of our government about that. Curious what your thoughts are.
Yeah, so look, there's the obvious facts, and then there's how people feel about them and the reaction he gets from the powerful. So the obvious facts are almost all the big lobbies in this country control our Congress completely. So big pharma controls our drug policy 100%, not 98%. That's why we can't negotiate drug prices. That's maniacal. Doesn't make any sense. No other country has it. We give oil companies $35 billion in subsidies. Why should Nancy and John in Kansas take money out of their pocket to give it to big oil? Now, mainstream media is in the job of protecting this type of corruption, so they never talk about it. But if you press them on it, a lot of them would say, yeah, of course, big oil is getting that subsidy. It's not fair, it's because of their lobbying, etc. But when you get to the issue of Israel, and you go, well, it's like any other lobby, one of the giant lobbies in this country. And so when they give to 94% of Congress, they obviously control Congress. They go, what? You disgusting anti-Semite. Cancel, right? And I'm not at all exaggerating.
And I don't know how the hell we let Israel do all this shit.
There's a clip on CNN today.
And call us anti-Semites and shit. And all this crazy shit. Like, the gaslights the shit out of everybody.
Right? Don't forget, Noble Mobile is saving you a ton of money. So a lot of people are signing up now and beginning to realize, what the hell? Why am I paying so much to Verizon and AT&T?
Like, they're literally like
$50 a month,
the evilest shit ever, bro. Like,
you don't use your data. So if you're paying more than $50, there's no reason to not switch. It's crazy not to switch. Because same phone, same number, same contacts, literally nothing changes. TYT.
This damn government definitely Satanist.
/switch. All right, we'll do
something.
So, and part of that is a coordinated program by people who are pro-Israel to eliminate any of their critics. But most of it is not. Most of it is just people who genuinely think that if you say that Israel controls Congress or the media, that is deeply anti-Semitic, and that they should have different rules than big pharma or big oil. And they genuinely believe that because they're concerned, because of the historical context, et cetera. So what that has done, and why I give you all that context, is that it has set up a situation where people on television, people in national media, politicians are scared to death of criticizing Israel. Because they know that if they criticize Israel, either by people who are totally disingenuous or people who are being genuine but are wrongly, panicked about this issue, they will be called anti-Semites and
SoCal approach.
They will be canceled.
At flight level 128, Kingdom Heavy.
Likely be ruined. I mean, that's a thing that has happened 1,000 times, and so That is why Israel has special rules. You can criticize all the other lobbies, but if you criticize Israel, that's the last lobby you'll ever criticize, and you'll be done. So that's why we have this asymmetric situation now.
Here's Sivu transition. Expect the ILS runway 25 left. Approach into Los Angeles.
We all saw with our own eyes. I mean, all of Gaza is obliterated. So they're obliterating southern Lebanon as we speak, and yet there's almost no criticism in the national media. There's almost no politicians speaking out. Now, when Ro-Khanna says not another dollar, that's considered like, oh my God, heresy.
Descend and maintain 10,000 feet. Turn left heading 220. Vectors for the ILS runway 25 left approach. Altimeter 3002.
And they voted no. And so they're like, no, APAC dark money's off.
Yeah, right? That's amazing. Yep.
And
tell me again how the Democrats are better than the Republicans. Oh, yeah. They do the virtue signaling on a few social issues, and that's the only way that they can differentiate themselves from the right. But other than that, how are they different on really important bread and butter issues? How are they different when it comes to neoliberalism, deregulation, allowing for the wealthiest people to dodge, not to pay a lot more in taxes than everyone else, but just to pay their fair share in taxes? Democrats see that type of policy, they jump in it. That's who the Democrats are, the establishment Democrats, the corporate Democrats, the core of the current Democratic Party. And again, going back to what I had said last week and have continued to say this week, if you identify as a Democrat, you have to understand you deserve what you are willing to tolerate. So if you're unable and unwilling to hold your own side accountable, nothing's going to change. They can rely on your vote. They can rely on your support. And knowing that they can act as poorly as they choose. It doesn't matter. They can work against your best interest and know that you'll still vote for them. So I think we need to start holding our own sides accountable, and viciously so.
Right.
Yeah. So look, two things about that real quick. The important distinctions. One is always remember, guys, this is the most important thing, that there's a giant difference between Democratic leadership and politicians and Democratic voters and the left overall.
Yes.
So Democratic voters are deeply dissatisfied with their own leadership. Thank you guys for
descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Turn right heading 260. Kingdom Heavy.
And then the second distinction is, they're different on social issues only because those don't touch the donors. If you don't touch the donors and you don't touch money, then the Democratic politicians are allowed to be good guys. But the minute that you get into issues like big pharma, I mean, it's not like we didn't have Democrats with a lot of power while we've had this oppressive system of not being able to negotiate drug prices, and they did almost nothing about it. And we were told for a long, long time by the MSNBCs of the world and by the propaganda machine in mainstream media that those were Democrats trying so hard, but just nothing they could do. And that's just not remotely true. Those politicians almost universally sell you out to their donor class, and in this case, it also happens to be Israel. Now, good news, there are good people like Bernie Sanders and Ro-Khanna who don't take that money and don't sell out, and Bernie is now also introducing legislation to say no more money to Israel. So there are good guys within the Democratic Party, but you got to look hard for them, and you got to support them. And if somebody tells you to blindly support a corporate Democrat, they're not your friend or ally or colleague. They're trying to make sure that you bow your head to the rich and powerful in this country, every lobby, including APAC.
14 miles from Honda. Turn right heading 280. Descend and maintain 3,600 feet until established on the localizer. Clear for the ILS runway 25 left approach.
They might have been asleep about previously. A lot of people on the right are waking up to the fact that we have an unhealthy and toxic relationship with Israel. And so don't push them away when they might actually want to work together to accomplish some real change, at least on this very issue. Now, let's move on to the upcoming talks that are supposed to happen, because I do have some concerns about the individuals involved since, they've had a history of sabotaging peace talks. So let's get into it. The United States is still planning to hold peace negotiations with Iran over the weekend, and Fox News did a little reporting about that this morning. Let's take a look at that.
This is what the table is going to look like for what could be J.D. Vance's biggest assignment yet as vice president.
He will be there. Steve Witkoff, the special envoy, will be there. Jared Kushner, another special envoy, will be there on the U.S. side. On the Iran side, you've got the parliament speaker who has been talking to President Trump, Mohammed Bagher Ghalibaf, and then Abbas Araghchi, the foreign minister. Officials here are not negotiating in public about which points have to stay, which points have to go to end this military campaign in the Middle East, but it is very notable. Both here at the White House and at the Pentagon, officials are starting to refer to epic fury in the past tense.
Part of what makes me concerned is I don't trust Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner. I'll get to that in a minute. Let's push that aside for a sec. The other thing that makes me concerned is, look, the United States and Iran can have meetings until the cows come home. The real wild card here, not even much of a wild card because past history will show us exactly how Israel plans to behave, is Israel, right? This is unfortunately a war that Trump got tricked into engaging in on behalf of Israel. And Israel doesn't want it to end, which is why they carpet bombed Lebanon immediately after the 2-week ceasefire was announced. So unless the U.S. government is willing to address the issue of Israel, I just don't think that there's an avenue for peace. The other thing I'll mention is Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner are not to be trusted. And if you think that J.D. Vance will be a better negotiator for peace, I don't know, maybe I'll be proven wrong. But I'm not really going to buy it as long as J.D. Vance is regurgitating the same lies that we're hearing from the President of the United States. Here's an example.
I actually think that is a reasonable misunderstanding, but neither us nor the Israelis.
Contact Los Angeles Tower on 12095.
So that was J.D. Vance arguing that an end to war in
Los Angeles Tower
was not part of the ceasefire.
At flight level 6,300, descending to
statements that were put out by
3,000.
the Pakistani Prime Minister, by Trump himself. And then all of a sudden,
500.
Israel do their carpet bombing. And
requesting clearance to land, runway 25 left.
Bitch, honestly. Embarrassing. So the biggest obstacle to peace is Israel. I don't trust anyone involved on the U.S. side when it comes to these negotiations. And I'm concerned because, I mean, just take
runway 25 left, clear to land.
He put this out today. All U.S. ships, aircraft, and military personnel with additional ammunition, weaponry, and anything else that is appropriate and necessary for the lethal prosecution and destruction of an already substantially degraded enemy will remain in place and around Iran until such time as the real agreement reached is fully complied with. If for any reason it is not, which is highly unlikely, then the shooting starts bigger and better and stronger than anyone has ever seen before. I need this man to understand. In order to be an effective leader, you need to understand Iran and Iran's culture. Iran does not respond favorably to these threats. If anything, it discourages them from engaging in peace negotiations. But this is what Trump does. He's a keyboard warrior. And it's only gotten us into more trouble as it pertains to this conflict with Iran. Jake, take it away.
Yeah. So, look, on the issue of Lebanon, it is super clear because Iran had a 10-point
I wasn't paying attention.
That Trump kind of alluded to.
He
definitely alluded to.
Let's get ourselves back right.
In announcing the ceasefire. Now,
I'm moving too fast, buddy.
Plan are never going to happen, like reparations to Iran from America, removing all of our bases in the Gulf.
Can we do it?
But the Pakistani statement.
Can we do it, y'all?
That Trump very much clearly referenced as the point of the
ceasefire. Too fast, y'all.
Specifically included Lebanon. It did not include the bases.
I'm too fast.
That 10-point plan, but it did include not attacking Lebanon. So there's no question that Lebanon was involved in this deal. And of course, Israel
we're gonna do it right.
Doesn't comply.
We're gonna go straight cross.
And so they were like, "Yeah, so what? America's our dog. We don't listen to America. America listens to us." So we're
Los Angeles Tower.
Okay, in which
missed approach.
So now, the reason why this particular
I think that's what I say.
In time is so hard to decipher is because of two opposing factors. Now, normally on the show, We tell you what's
contact approach on 124.3 Kingdom Heavy,
and it almost always happens, right? Why? Because the script is fairly easy to follow. If you know where the who has the money, that's the side that's going to win every time. And in this case,
Los Angeles
Israel faction has overwhelming advantage in money.
SoCal approach,
So Israel wants,
missed approach.
But there's a little bit of
Kingdom Heavy
as to what Israel wants here, and that's what I'm trying to decipher. Because on the one hand, Dropside News is now reporting that our munitions are very low, and so are the Israelis. These are the defensive missiles we've been telling you about the whole time, that they are getting to a perilous moment. And that is part of the reason why Trump had to pause. Because if we run out of defensive missiles, we're going to have to run anyway, because then our ships would be sitting ducks. So at a bare minimum, they want to buy some time, the Americans and the Israelis, to reload. Their ability to reload is an open question, right? How effectively can they reload within 2 weeks or whatever time it might be? But they're definitely worried about that. On the other hand, Trump today tells Netanyahu, apparently, according to the reporting, he calls him and says, hey, take it easy on Lebanon. Remember, we're getting our asses handed to us and we're running out of missiles, so don't agitate anymore. And he says, yes, sir.
Name extended downwind for a bit. Turn left heading 080 vectors for the ILS. Runway 25 left approach.
We continue to strike Hezbollah with full force, and we will not stop until we restore our security.
So, Jay, sorry to interrupt you. In response to that quote from Netanyahu, okay, great. Then in that case, the U.S. will negotiate with Iran directly. No negotiation will include the fate of Israel. We pull all weapons, all support from Israel. Israel is not a partner in peace. Israel is not a real ally. Israel dragged us into this war, which has already been devastating for the United States, devastating for the global economy. So if they want to engage in, I don't know, military suicide, then have at it. But the United States should not be involved. Now, if we had an actual sovereign country led by a government that cares about the American people and the fate and health of the United States above all else, that's what the response would be. Instead, we have leaders who cower, who hang their heads, say, yes, daddy, and do everything that the Israelis want. How is that an ally?
Yeah.
How is this a government that represents us?
No, look, again, if it wasn't for the massive intimidation that pro-Israel forces inside America have in both politics and media, this would be obvious. It'd be obvious to everyone involved. In fact, it's already obvious to an overwhelming majority of the country. 60% of the country now has a negative view of Israel. 84% of Democrats have a negative view of Israel. Nevertheless, the Democratic Party is sticking with we love Israel and AIPAC and support them fully. So, and why would you do that? Why would you purposely be on the 16% side rather than the 84% side if you're in the business of politics? You would do that if you're owned. And that's how our politics works. We legalize bribery. Once you legalize bribery, all you'll have is bribery. And all you'll have is corrupt politicians working for the donor class. So at this point, no matter how much Democratic voters and now the top right-wing influencers in the country today, and we'll get to a little bit later in the program as its own story, but Trump attacking Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Alex Jones, Candace Owens, everyone saying that he doesn't want any of their help. They're all low IQ. He only wants Mark Levin. So that's just political hard carry, right? So he's committing political suicide. And we're all familiar with this on the left because the Democratic Party has been committing political suicide on behalf of Israel and the establishment for a long, long time. So until we get rid of the power of money in politics, we're all going to continue to be frustrated. So that's why NotAnotherDollar.com is about not ever voting for anyone who gives money to Israel, because until you clean out your own parties, and you can vote in your own party's primaries to do this, you'll continue to have politicians that support Israel over America. It's a guarantee. It's a guarantee unless you use your political power to end it. Every time you ring the bell below, an angel gets his wings. Totally not true.
Why am I not
but it does
going
keep
down?
Updated on our live shows.
I need to change my batteries too. All right, we're in here. We're going to land this time, y'all. Was it 3,600 they gave me last time? $500. Go ahead. Brakes, auto brakes. SoCal approach at 3,500. Kingdom heavy. We're gonna see if it'll catch up to us. Los Angeles Tower at 3,500 on the approach to runway 25 left. Requesting clearance to land.
Heavy, turn right heading 090.
Turn right heading 090. Los Angeles. Wonder how far this. They're gonna make me fly out. Cause I literally could have landed. But I want to be a good pilot. Are we late? Yes. We're definitely late. At heading 090, 3,500 feet, Kingdom Heavy. I'm about to turn around. Sure is. We ain't finna play with it. You're trying to get me way out there somewhere. I don't need all that distance. In real life, I would do what I'm about to be. Do what I'm being told for sure.
Heavy, turn right, heading 100.
Hell no, man. We going in. Ooh, and I can't talk crazy to him too. Does this say intentions? They will ban you. I found that out the hard way.
Heavy, turn right, heading 035.
Can I just please land?
Kingdom Heavy, 7 miles from Honda, turn right, heading 310, cleared for the ILS runway 25 left approach.
Turn right heading 310, clear for the ILS runway 25 left approach. Kingdom Heavy. All right. This is where we about to get to it. As soon as it kick in. Los Angeles Shire requesting clearance to land from runway 25 left. Kingdom Heavy.
Kingdom Heavy, cleared for the ILS runway 25 left approach.
Shit, am I clear to land? Los Angeles Tower, requesting clearance. Looking for clearance to land. Runway 25 left. Kingdom Heavy. I don't think I did that right.
Heavy, Los Angeles Tower, winds 260 at 12. Runway 25 left, cleared to land.
Wind 260 at 12. Runway 25 left. Cleared to land. Kingdom Heavy. Where's the traffic at?
2,500. Traffic. Clear of conflict. Speed.
I see where the traffic at. How the hell? How the hell they do that? Where is he going? Is he coming to my way? Oh, he landed too?
Speed. 1,000. Speed.
How they gonna put us both that close? Oh man, he's on the same fucking runway, bro. Ow. Woo. Ooh, look at that wind. Oh, no.
Speed.
Bro, how they gonna have this dude right here with me, bro? That's not making no sense.
Speed.
I'm not worried about the speed. I got the speed, bro. I'm worried about the damn airplane that's down here with me.
Airbus 520, turn next taxiway.
30, 20, 10.
It's a little hard. How they gonna do that? The hell? How they gonna do me like that? Contact ground on 12175, Kingdom Heavy.
Did you know that Los Angeles is home to the largest urban park in the United States, Griffith Park, which is larger than Central Park in New York City? We hope you enjoyed your flight with us. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until we reach our final parking position. On behalf of your flight crew, thank you for flying with African American Airlines.
Oh.
The local time here is 9:43 p.m. For those with connecting flights, please note the following.
Los Angeles ground. Requesting taxi to gate, Kingdom Heavy.
From gate 32 and flight 178 to Chicago.
via Hotel 6, Hotel Lima. Good day.
Taxi satellite concourse gate 225 via Hotel 6, Hotel Lima, Kingdom Heavy. Hotel 6. Hotel Lima. Hold short. Okay. We're going to be holding short. Gonna try to work this out with some footage. Get confusing in the brain though. The weather here in Los Angeles is great. I just want to take a moment to thank you for flying with African American Airlines. And we look forward to taking care of you on your next trip. Once again, thank you for selecting us. And I hope you have a great time in Los Angeles.
Thank you, Captain. I appreciate your leadership today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Los Angeles. We have just landed safely, and the weather is pleasant. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened while we taxi to the gate. On behalf of African American Airlines, thank you for flying with us, and we hope you have a wonderful time in Los Angeles.
This dude gonna go or what? Los Angeles ground. Holding short at runway 7 left, Kingdom Heavy.
Kingdom Heavy, contact tower on 120.905 for departure clearance.
What? No. No, that's not what I need. I'm just about to go through it, bro. Hold on. Wait a minute. Am I supposed to go to Lima? Yes, Lima. That's why it's doing me like that. Let's go to Lima. I'm up here trying to get off at Juliet. I'm going to end up taking a small break. Play with my kids for a minute. And I'm going to start another flight. As I'll do my famous replay. I hit it pretty hard. Holding short at runway 7 left, Kingdom Heavy. I shouldn't be able to just run through there unless they told me to, but they didn't. Nope. Okay. So I'm supposed to 225 is where. Okay, 225. Okay. It's right up here. So we're going to go on past. Even though nobody showed me anything.
Approaching runway 7 left.
No one's told me I can cross that.
Approaching runway 7 left.
All right, we should start seeing our people populate. All right, 225 should be. Somebody's in 225, bro. We're at. Is this a concourse? Yeah, concourse. Concourse. 225. Oh, man. 208. All right. We can go there. Show 7 unsuitable positions. All right, so we need to go ahead and have them get rid of that AI. $208. Okay, did they free it? Guess I gotta get all the way up on it first. That should be it at the end. $203. 205. 207, 208. Come on, man. Move this dude. Oh my God. Sometimes you got to get right up on it to make him move it. Come on, move, AI. Disappear. Bro, he's not disappearing. He like, screw you, dude. Screw you. Come on, GSX, do your damn job. Bro. That's stupid. They did tell me 208, right? Yes, I'm right. Unless it's on the... Oh, that's 209, bro. How the hell are we going to have 208 on the other side and 209 here? Hold on. I don't want to hurt my shit. Hold on. Oh, come on, man. Bro. All right, fuck it. We just gonna have to go through this shit. We just gonna hit it with our wings, Brody. Bing, 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 bing. Ah, chill, bro. Chill. I just caught a whole attitude right there. Caught a whole altitude. Ha ha, pun intended. It's called an altitude. And I said it again like it was supposed to be funny. Koga. Yep, A350. No, any bills. Look, there's still somebody over here though. All right, we're gonna try this again. Now that we see 208. All right. Free this. Hold on, let me see. Let's not move too fast. All right. Free this from the damn parking. Free AI, Brody. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. No, bro. Okay, 208's right there. So are they gonna free this motherfucker from my parking, man? I'm in the right spot for sure now. Bro, it's doing that one when I'm supposed to be 208. Unless they motherfuckers told me 210. My dumb ass. Man, what the? Oh, man, GSX, bro. All right, so what I'm going to do is get close enough and see if it'll... Let's see if it'll get rid of them now. All right, disappear, buddy. Yes. All right. Alakazam. Hold on, because this is a big ass plane. I don't want to leave it enough room to make sure it could put the damn thingy. All right. So we at 208, which is awesome. This is a good flight. Damn good flight. All right. So park and brake. Let's go ahead and hook up. Shocks. GPU. Let's turn the lights off. Shut off the engines. Get our own air money real quick. All right, so we're going to get our paper real quick. Switch over to on air. Let's see. Where you at on air? Ta-da. Okay. It says at least landing regular. I thought I hit it a little too hard, if you ask me. So, all right, we're getting our money. We're getting our money. I'm hoping you guys still hear me right there. Well, we got our paper. Got our money. All right. You doing an amazing stream. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, brother. All right, so now we done that. We got our money. Now we got to start the engines back up because we're gonna get a yeah. Let's stop this replay. Let's save it real quick. But what we want to do is start this up real quick. Thanks, baby. Thank you, thank you. We're gonna start this up real quick, and let's get it ready for takeoff. Right? Because what we don't want to do, start this replay.
Auto brake off.
We don't want to start this replay and we have no controls. Been there, done that. So we're going to let the engine start on up. And then we're going to check out the replay. Why don't you update your profile though? Think you should add a logo banner or some cool panel emo stream pack. Man, I need to do. I really don't know none of this stuff. Like I do need to do something, and I need to sit down and learn all the different things to do on those profiles. But you are right about that, man. You are right about that. I got to do something about that. Let me see. Is it going to start up or what? Do I need to re-click it again or something? There we go. All right, so we're going to get our engines going, and then we're going to go ahead and do the... Well, I can help you with that. For sure, man. Just add me on there, and let's hook up, man. Whatever. Make something for you. Yeah, just add me, and I'm going to go on Kick. And thank you, honey. I'm going to go on Kick, and I'll check you out and add you back or whatever. I think that's how that works on Kick. Got Discord. Yep. It's all MrGameSimulation. Oh, man, my engines. Come on, go. Let's go. Ready for takeoff. What does it mean, cooling? Oh, do I need to? Come on, engine, start up. Hey, man, I'm good either way, man. I'll add on anywhere. I need to learn all those profiles, man, for sure. I just be jumping on here, man, because honestly, I used to watch people do this, and it was cool to me. So now that I'm doing it, you know, I want to do it too. You know what I mean? And hopefully somebody else think it's cool and do the same thing I did, man. And help people out. Like, cause I'll be messing up a lot. And I learn from my mistakes. So I'll teach people about it too. All right, here we go. Warp. All right, so we warped out. Let's see. For sure, man, I'll add you. All right, so now. Oh, no. I was in my reverse thrust. All right, so what I'm going to do here is, video screenshot. Because I like to take some and snip it. I'm going to start it. All right, so my screenshot has started. Now we're going to go to this. Click play. All right. Oh, shit. I done knocked down my... Oh, bro. Bro, my damn... Oh, that's stupid. Bro, it just opened up like a trillion things, bro. Falling. Oh, bro, that ain't good. I wonder if this shit's still on. That's funny. Okay, it's still on. All right, cool. I'm surprised it didn't crash. Oh, hell no. What is this? Exit. Okay. All right. There you go. All right. So I'll have to cut that down. Snippet it. Ooh. Yeah. Get our gears. Bro, it ain't letting me get my gears down. Bro, this shit gonna crash. Let's watch it. It ain't letting me get my gears down for nothing. Oh, bro, that's probably not. Why it ain't letting me get my gears down? Bro, that's weird. This shit gonna crash, bro. Sure is. Let's watch it. Like, why not? And then we'll try it again. That looks good. I like that shot. But my gears ain't down, so I'm not understanding that. So we're going to watch it crash, guys. Hold on, bro. It's not even in the right spot. Oh, yeah, it is. Look. It ain't dropping no gears, though. Why is this? Let's go. Emergency landing. Mayday, mayday. I done fucked up. Oh, it ain't going to show it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, it's invisible. What the hell? Oh, that's stupid. That's stupid. I want my damn gears, man. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Let's see if we get some gears. What in the actual hell is that? Oh, man, that's tripping. All right, let's stop it. Oh, no. Oh, no. What is that? What is that, Brody? I don't know what's happening here. I don't, what's going on, man? I don't know what's going on here. Like, why am I not? Let me see. Back. Load. Today's the 13th. Wow. Play. Oh, no. That's crazy. Let's see. Let's go, Buck. All right. That's where we were. What in the actual hell is going on here, guys? What in the actual hell is going on? Bro, I wonder if it's Chase playing. I wonder if Chase plane's doing that. All right, so let's. Oh, that's funny. Like, how do I stop this shit? Straight Matrix. Bro, yeah, this shit's stupid. Yeah, it's not even letting me come out of Chase plane, bro. I guess that's a bug. We're gonna call that a bug, y'all. Because that's stupid. Yep. That's stupid. Well, I guess I'll see y'all shortly. I don't know where I'm flying to on the next trip, but I will be flying again within the next 20, 30 minutes. I want to check on my kids, you know, change the pamper, give a bottle, all that type of stuff, make sure everything good. Well, not bottle, sippy cup, you know, stuff like that, man. Go ahead and add me. I'm going to check to see your Discord and add or whatever. That way, you know, I want to engage and all that type of stuff, man. Honestly, I ain't got what it take to be a person that, you know, I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. But that's not what I care about. I think this is fun. This is cool. And sharing it, you know, playing a game, wanting to learn, you know, stuff like that. And again, I'm going to try to fly a real plane, a DA-40. And I just got to set the time back up because the last one that I was doing, it actually stormed and they had to cancel it on me. So I'm going to reset the appointment